be absolutely nuts if we see that kind of upset. And yeah, let's see. Like, let's hope, Carleton do bring it and give us a pretty close game here. And we're going right into the draft right now.
Here we go. All right, as usual, let's take a look at these flags. UBC with the Steel Series sponsorship mouse. Wow, sellouts.
You know you're legit when you got sponsored as a college team.
You know, I want a team to make a flag that is like they're not actually sponsored, but just have a bunch of logos on it, so they look like they're just a huge deal. But speaking of logos, on the other end we have the TESPA logo. I didn't know. Does TESPA in Dota? I didn't even know that. I don't know too much about them.
Think so. Yeah, I don't think they are, and I'm assuming it's part of their just university esports club. Maybe.
Yeah, they are not actually included in Dota.
Yeah.
I mean, right. Should. Aren't they? They're affiliated with Blizzard, aren't they? Probably some Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes of
Maybe
the
I'm making that up.
Overwatch, all that kind of games that are definitely unsuperior.
Well, Dota's the best game, so every other
definitely is a masterpiece.
So Winter Wyvern, that's pretty standard. Razor, obviously, he's a lane winner. What do you think of the Naga showing back up as a support? Especially, first of all, what do you think of Naga? Second of all, what do you think of Naga Meteor Hammer?
I love Naga, and the Meteor Hammer, that combo got slightly adjusted in a few patches ago, because
it's the drop time, right?
Yeah, the drop time was reduced by 0.1 seconds, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but it used to be the exact same duration as the Meteor Hammer landing time. So there was like there was no way for you to avoid that stun once you got songed. But now you got
Force Staff saves you now.
Yeah, Force Staff, Blink Dagger obviously saves you because you're not going to be taking any damage during songs. So that small adjustment kind of brought her down, I think, in level to being fair, because I think before that in pro level, she was getting picked like every other game. So now I think she's still a very strong hero, just not as broken.
Well, also BKB piercing net and being able to everything else.
Minus armor, illusion to scout.
Going into the picks, first pick Gyro. It's not uncommon to see him in the first phase. The mid-game teamfight lineups are the most prominent lineups at the moment.
Yep.
And speaking of, there we go. Sand King, who's a flexible hero. You can play him position 4 roamer, position 3 off lane, especially against a melee or short range hero like Gyrocopter. And Disruptor, who's insanely powerful in the lane because of the high damage on Thunderstrike. He is great teamfighter static storm, 90, 80, 70 seconds, level 1, 2, 3. He's almost always up. He pretty much every time you cast static storm, you're going to get a kill if you can connect the kinetic field with it as well. And then there we go, Vengeful Spirit, giving just a massive amount of damage to everyone. Everyone's a right clicker when Vengeful Spirit's on your team.
And also you were mentioning about Disruptor's Static Storm being a guaranteed kill. Vengeful Spirit can kind of throw a wrench in the plan. Of course, she'll sacrifice herself, but if the Gyro getting trapped up in the Static Storm, better to sacrifice a Vengeful Spirit.
And Vengeful Spirit's death, which I think is a great addition to the hero, because one of the problems with the hero is you just swap and die, and that's like a good job. Now with Vengeance Aura, dying is extra value, or has some value, because Vengeance Aura has the illusion.
I mean, actually, before it was illusion, it was actually a lot of people thought it was better than current form.
The negative damage?
The negative aura, yeah. As a support, that was better. I mean, but now the difference is if your carry dies while Vengeful Spirit is alive, you get a really strong illusion on your side. So it was a little bit of a give and take. But I remember like a lot of pros really complaining about the negative Vengeance Aura, because you pick off the support and then you can't fight for the next 30 seconds because the negative Vengeance Aura is insane.
Yeah. I think Vengeful Aura is just a very reliable carry.
Yeah.
Going into second phase bans, I just want to shout out to UBC boys for banning Tinker. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, UBC. I don't want to watch that. However, Shadow Fiend, I think, is insanely fun. My only complaint with Shadow Fiend, and this is just a minor one, is I feel like he is a one-dimensional hero at the moment. I feel like it's just like the Yules almost always blink. Very often see bots. He's just the magic damage, and that is because the level 20 talent increasing raises damage by 150. Raises having a stacking debuff on it.
He gets like a 10% spell amp as well, doesn't he, at level 10?
I have no idea what his level 10 talents are. I can double check for you right now. But yeah, and he doesn't have any problem getting auto attack damage because of Necromastery.
Yeah,
And at
I
level 10, 10% spell amp. Yeah.
yeah,
So
that 10% spell amp, and then he gets some move speed talent at level 15, and then as you said, the raise down is at level 25. Yeah, the guy's magic nuke is insanely strong, and being
yeah.
able to contribute to pushes with the minus armor aura, always nice. Ooh,
I
Morphling.
love Morphling. That's gonna be one of the most fun heroes to watch. Speaking of fun heroes to watch, Visage, one of my favorites.
Yeah. Actually, Morphling obviously coming more and more into prominence now as people are starting to understand how he plays. If you guys missed the last patch of Morphling, because he's been going through a lot of patches, now his morph lets him change back and forth between his target and himself constantly. So we've been seeing a lot of Morphling being picked in pro meta against the Gyrocopter, because what Morphling does is he switches to Gyrocopter, uses Flat Cannon, switches back to Morphling, and smashes everyone with Morphling auto attacks, which is crazy.
Morphling also does not cost mana to morph. However, he cannot do it while stunned. He has to have it preemptively cast. Now, do you think this is going to be a Visage mid? I think it's still we're still a little bit unsure on where it could be because of Visage. Vengeful is actually a very strong support duo, and you could potentially even see that as an aggro because Visage is one of the heroes that is very well known to show up in aggressive tri lanes. This is a hero where the more heroes around him, the more effective he is. If Visage can get into a lane with about 5 heroes, Soul Assumption does a ton of damage, stacking up to just even at level 1 with the 3 charges. It's one of the highest damage spells in the game. I think it breaks 300. And then he has a slow with the attack speed increase where auto attacks are doing a ton of damage in the early game. It doesn't matter if you're support or a core. And Vengeance Aura obviously is going to start adding on to that. The problem with Visage, though, is now leveling Shroud has become the pretty much most prominent build because you don't want your birds to just be made out of glass when you hit level 6. And there's the
Right.
Underlord with the Gyrocopter, which I love. Underlord, the hero that always just screams, we want a 5-man and push. And we want to put a timer on this game. Worst case, the game goes late. Underlord hits 25, gets the 25% Firestorm damage on buildings, and that's a win condition, putting another timer on the game.
Yeah, he's so versatile. He is really going to take in Roshan, which obviously Vengeful Spirit does well as well with that Firestorm, as you said, and really going against D pushes. Really going to split pushes because he has a Dark Rift and he got and a very very reliable offlaner who can also jungle.
Mm-hmm. Now, they actually are going to have some serious negative armor, and I say that because they'll have Vengeance, Vengeful Spirit Scream. Visage is a hero that almost always goes
Solar Crest.
Medallion or Solar Crest.
Yep.
It's also great on Vengeful Spirit. I'm thinking, this is a stretch, Golgi. This is a stretch, but if they do Core Visage and Dazzle as the other support, no, they'll be lacking control, I think. I was going to say they have a pretty good minus armor. The Shadow Fiend ban, actually very good from UBC. I think that might have been the mid hero they wanted to get some more negative armor coming out.
Right. What do you think is a counter to Morphling? I mean, before Morphling was reworked, it was always like minus mana. Like
Silence is still a
Anti-Mage.
huge deal for Morphling.
Silence is still good. Right.
Silence is still really, really
Because he
effective
can't
against
morph
Morphling.
to strength.
Also, burst damage because like Morphling, because of how he can just kind of change between strength and agility willy-nilly now, no mana cost. It's often common to see Morphling be very, very prominent in agility, breaking 100 auto attack damage in lane. So burst damage, ganking is really effective against him because it's so easy to catch that hero out. That is a play style thing, not a hero counter, but it's extremely common to just have people. Oh, baby! There
okay.
So
Carleton aren't hiding anything. That will
let's
bring
go.
out their
Game
big
1.
guns.
They want the snowball for the series. They want to bust it out game 1. I love it. I love it. So what do we have? Sand King Core. That's going to be pretty strong against Meepo. Morphling stealing Flat Cannon obviously is going to be very strong
That's
against
going to be
Meepo.
insane.
And Disruptor, I think, is actually a great counter to Meepo because you only have to kill one Meepo and how Static Storm works again. Just isolating one Meepo with the Glimpse Static Storm. Oh, I love Meepo, but this looks like it might be a hard one.
I mean, the guide to Meepo, right? The guide to killing Meepo is being able to have AoE control and burst damage for a single character, right? And it seems like UBC does have AoE control and a lot of ways to be able to burst a single target, especially once Morphling gets farmed, gets the E-Blade, Meepo might get poofed up pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm thinking we maybe will see like Vengeful and Visage are going to split Solar Crest and Glimmer Cape between them, just to have
Hmm.
extra saves for Meepo.
Yeah, for sure.
Potentially, I mean, the Underlord's Atrophy Aura is going to be very useful. Sand King is also a ton of magic damage that Meepo's going to have to watch out for. One thing to keep in mind, though, is putting a lot of damage on Meepo is like what they have Sand King, Epicenter, and Burrow Strike, both AoE, but the hero is
Yeah,
kind of essentially done after that. He's a big burst,
yeah,
comes out, and that's it. Same with Disruptor. All of Disruptor's damage is Static Storm. Thunderstrike's great early on, but later on, Thunderstrike's more of a vision spell than a damage spell. Tusk is an insanely high damage hero. So dealing with Gyrocopter, who has a low health pool, but he's going to get a BKB and he's going to get lots of stats. Meepo is going to eventually have a decently high health pool, and then they're going to have to still deal with a Underlord on top of that.
right.
Actually takes a lot of damage to wipe Carleton's lineup at the moment. Just catching them isn't going to be enough. These heroes
No.
can fight. All
And
five
of
heroes on
course,
Carleton can fight.
you got the Vengeful Spirit as well. If we're worried about Meepo getting caught, of course, there is that one extra save that Vengeful can throw out. And here's the Lina pick. We're talking about you need AoE control and Nuke to be able to deal with Meepo, and Lina has both.
Yeah,
That,
that's the single target. That's AoE control exactly. I love it. Lena's a very fun hero to watch. I love how she's able to transition between kind of a magic damage core into an auto attacking core because of her passive ability to scale with items. God, she's just a fun hero. She's a strong laner too.
She's
Now,
actually the hero that I learned Dota with, so she has a special place in my heart.
is that because she's in the tutorial or was in the tutorial?
I actually did not even play tutorial because I was a league scrub who was getting converted over to Dota by a few friends of mine, and we just got straight into normal games.
Ah, nice. Well,
And I actually
although
picked her because her voice actress, Jen Taylor, I recognize her voice from playing Halo because she voices Cortana in that game, and also Zoe from
oh,
Left 4 Dead, and I like Left 4 Dead as well.
nice.
And weird reasons for
Interesting.
picking a hero, but you know
Oh,
what
that's
I mean.
fine. What did I play? I played Leshrac because he's
Really?
Torturer from Han, and my friend
Uh,
played Sand King because he's Magnus from Han, and we went
right.
Torturer Magnus lane,
Well,
dual
you
off
you
lane every
came
game.
from Han, which was a lot easier of an adjustment, I'm sure,
Yeah,
for coming from League like myself.
yeah. And okay, so by the way, we're gonna have UBC is on the Radiant and Carleton is on the Dire, taking
Yep.
off game one. And of course, it wouldn't be Dota without a pause.
Their offlaners AFK. Kill me, says Ko. Oh, Go. Sorry, sorry, one was AFK. It seems like they're back. Actually, well, this time it's a good time for us to start introducing the players.
All right.
We got over on Disruptor, Ko. Got Jellybean Ball playing the Sand King. Up playing the Tusk. Got the Shinibaba playing Morphling, and finally the good old Big Bun Theory on the Lina.
Speaking of big buns and big boys, we have Veilthorn on Underlord. DS Bro is going to be flying around on Gyrocopter. Zor is not playing a core. Zor will be playing Visage, or rather, Vengeful, and will be playing Ann Visage, and EB on Meepo.
A lot of short names over on Carleton.
Yeah,
Like making it
only
easy
three of
for
them
us.
tagged up. Oh, here's the smoke. Here's the smoke. Let's go. 5 man. I really like these plays for the bounty room because you know everyone sits on the bounty rooms. They're so important. And doing these wraparound plays, I think, is very easy to pull a kill off because regardless of how the enemy team is positioned, they'll almost never be positioned for the wraparound. They always are
Yeah.
watching the river entrances. And
Also,
Tusk
the
is leading-
bounty rooms are worth 200 gold now. There's going to be the Ice Shard coming out for the Vengeful Spirit. That path is cut off, which means she has to run right into the Burrow Strike from the Sand King and followed up by the LSA. And Jellybean Bob is the one that's going to be taking the first
Easy
blood.
peasy. And yeah, Jellybean Bob probably is a good way to start that off. Followed by Lena would also have been great as she's going to go mid. Underlord just takes the bounty. Underlord's just going to take 2. He's not happy.
Thankfully to his team, they're not going to lose that nice 200 gold for the entire team. He's going to be able to secure both for his team, kind of
Now,
snarling up that mistake in the top lane.
Disruptor might make an appearance mid, or is he just going to walk bottom? I was going to say, that's a ton of magic damage coming mid if he shows up. No, he's just going to go straight bottom, start casting Thunderstrike on Underlord. Disruptor actually decent against Underlord in lane, because he has high magic damage. He can control Underlord, who has very slow movement speed, 290. Look at Morphling, already has 63 damage.
Yeah, there you go. He is going into the mid lane, landing that Thunder Strike, which, as you said, is one of the highest damaging skills at level 1.
So they're tri-laning the Meepo, safe lane, with a support gyrocopter.
What? You're right.
If we didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I mean, we were thinking it was going to be a support Visage because it's, I mean, a rare pick, but it's a thing that we see once in a while. But a support Gyro, I don't think I've ever seen.
That's
outside of pubs.
Yeah, old. I mean, it secures the pick. He's a very strong
ice shard on the gyrocopter. He's going to level his rocket barrage though, and Up is not going to like that. The stun comes out from the Vengeful Spirit as well, and Up's going to take a lot of damage, but he's going to back off.
Bottom lane, we have some more in.
Yeah, bottom lane. There is going to Thunderstruck on Veilthorn. It's that's
he broke the potion.
Oh my god, that auto attack is going to cancel out that self. Perfect timing for Ko. Unfortunate for the Underlord, and that is going to second kill going over to Shinibaba.
And great job by Morphling getting in there and getting the last hit. Disruptor letting him get the last hit. Here's the glimpse. Here's the glimpse. Oh, that feels so good. Lane secured. My man Disruptor.
My goodness.
Hello. Very strong in lane.
He's going to be out of lane for so long now. I mean, usually early deaths don't matter too much when it comes to XP because you run so fast, but not when you get glimpsed back immediately.
And then he takes the rune. Oh my god, I love this.
Ko is just rolling in glory.
Now, in the mid lane, Lina is kind of crushing Visage. 12 and 4 to... I didn't even find Visage on the last hit. 6 and 0. Going with the LSA double damage.
Dragonfire as well, and then the final Thunder Strike is going to be able to take it for Ko. Ko has been everywhere and getting
top
all
lane,
these kills for his teammates.
Gyro got caught out by some ice shards.
Yeah, and then there's going to be a Burrow Strike going on to the Vengeful Spirit. She's going to get slowed down by the Orb Venom and the Cosmic Finale, and one more auto attack from Up is going to be able to do it. Now turning their attention onto EB. The shards isn't going to be there, so he's going to be able to get out.
Geez, Morphling already has... Morphling's just morphing agility. He's going in 82 damage in lane. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, good luck trying to get auto right clicks in against this guy.
The Atrophy is something he has to deal with, and now Vengeful's given up. He on top lane, he's just coming bottom. I don't know if that's the right play. It's nice to shut down a Morphling, but getting Meepo started is a key aspect of the...
there's going to be a Burrow Strike over onto Meepo, and then a Snowball on as well. He's trying to net them, but that isn't going to be enough. The Ice Shard is going to be able to finish him off. The Rocket is going to follow in, but DS Bro doesn't have any backup, so he is going to let that go away. And 6 kills to 0 currently at 3 minutes for UBC. There's going to be onto Veilthorn. Shinibaba is going to be able to waveform onto him.
He has a glimpse.
Dropping very low. He does get the start salving off. It isn't going to get cancelled this time. He's going to be able to hide in the trees, trying to juke out Ko. Ko had glimpse, but now they're going to turn around. CU Zone is over here. There is going to be the stun coming out from him as well. Round under Firestorm, but Ko is going to be able to make himself out of there.
And now it's time for Visage to get back in mid. Well, Lina has absolutely no mana. Although Lina is still crushing double the CS last hits and over double on denies at the moment for Visage. It looks as though every lane on Carleton is being lost at the moment, which is an awful way to start. Actually, stop the Reen going in again. Oh, making it out.
TP from the Vengeful Spirit, which is going to scare them off.
Now, Gyrocopter's coming mid. He looks like he wants to go Soul Ring, so I'm assuming it's going to be a Soul Ring homing missile spam.
Makes sense.
Nope, Gyro's just going to go back top. I mean, makes sense, quotation marks. See how it goes.
I mean, if I'm thinking of a gyrocopter support, it's gotta be the homing missile. Right?
Vengeful caught out top.
There's going to be a charge over the Vengeful Spirit. There's going to Burrow Strike as well. Missiles are coming in from the DS Bro. There is going to be a stun. Zone is going to do as much damage as possible before going down, but now DS Bro caught by himself is going to get snowballed in upon by that duo. Zanking, that is just Cosmic Finale popping and slowing him down, and the final auto attack is going to secure the double kill for Jellybean Bob.
Now, Veilthorn died
on the Zanking.
Veilthorn died during that, and if you didn't see it, when he teleported back in, he teleported in the safest spot and hid in the trees for a second before coming to lane, so he didn't get glimpsed again.
Fool me once. Yeah, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right?
Oh, and Visage is actually avoiding the Soul Assumption, which actually makes sense, since you're never going to get enough charges in mid unless you're the one getting blown up by Lina. But you do have to prioritize Gravekeeper's Cloak. Veilthorn's having a terrible time.
Yeah, he's 0-3 and 0 so far. Only 11 last hits as well. This Morphling 30 and 16 when his last hit and deny score. And they're going to be making their way over to the shrine to build again.
Going in top on
the
Meepo.
top lane,
Oh
there
my
is going to be a
gosh.
stun over onto Meepo. Yet again,
Obliterated.
Jellybean Bob is going to be able to secure that kill. Now Zor is going to get dove on their tower right now. Gyrocopter is trying to TP in, but he's not going to make it in time. Diaspro now wants revenge. Up is going to have the homing
13-1
missile fly
charges.
over to him, and that is going to be the stun. Diaspro can make the gap close, but he doesn't have mana for another rocket barrage, and he's going to get right click down. EB is trying to one, but revenge will not be had this day for Carleton. Still a
They're on the board.
perfect game so far for UBC.
They made it. That's their kill.
Yep, the one kill going over to Up. Zor coming in and getting a nice little revenge for himself there.
I love Disruptor versus Underlord. I was saying that he's strong earlier on in the cast, but I stand by. He just can't deal with.
Well, there's going to be the
Disruptor's
glimpse back on the
control
belt
and
on the
magic
bottom lane. He's going to try to fight
Morphling's
back.
ripping him up.
A lot of damage. Here comes a waveform. One more attack from Shin Baba is going to be able to take it. This Morphling is so fed right now.
Now double damage on Lina. She's showing up mid. See if she can do anything. Not a lot of
Our
damage to the
familiars
familiars.
up. Ran.
I believe if Lina can break through the Gravekeeper's cloak, she should be fine with her. Oh, here comes the Gyrocopter making an
They're going to
appearance.
actually, to turn on them, they're going to LSA to stop the birds, and that is going to keep herself safe. The missile is barely going to do any damage to her.
The LSA on the birds is what kept her alive there. If she got stunned, she would have died, I think, or at least taken a lot more damage. Very, very good call. Stunning the birds before she gets controlled. Going in on top lane, Vengeful's caught out.
Yep, Vengeful is going to be able to throw a magic missile trying to protect herself. Throws out the minus armor, but that isn't going to do enough. Jellybean Bob is feeling confident right now, diving deep on the tower. But did he make a mistake here? That missile is going to be enough damage. That's a huge amount of money. 856 gold for DS Pro.
DS Pro is the carry now. Veiled Thor caught out again bottom.
Yep, Thur is going to get Thunderstruck up. They have the vision they need. They're going to be able to kinetic field him in there for a little while.
He might be in trouble.
Zor is trying to save him right now. There is the magic missile right now on the Shin Baba, but he's going to start morphing strength, and he's going to be A-okay. There comes a glimpse. Yet again, Zor is trying to juke into the trees, but it's hard to juke with a Thunderstrike on top of you. The kinetic field is going to miss for now. Here comes another waveform, and the auto attacks are there for Shin Baba to get the double kill.
Oh boy. This is look at the levels on the supports too. This is insane. We have a well, Jellybean Bob not a support, but level 6 and then 5 on Tusk.
Another waveform to Velthor, and Shin Baba feeling very confident here, going in with very low life. Well, of course he can change back. Here comes the Laguna Blade and the Dragon Slave to be able to finish that kill. Velthorn 0, 6, and 0.
You know what I would have loved to see is Shin Baba farming this stack with the Rain of Fire.
Oh yeah, that would have been sweet.
Because I know when I steal Rain of Fire on Rubik, I'll steal those stacks.
Oh my god, Ku even gets a deny on the mid tower. Oh, cool.
After all that, Visage has been working so hard on it. So Visage is going for the Medallion of Courage, which opens up Roshan for them, especially with the Meepo. It's just a very common item to see on Visage, who has armor issues, but not really survivability issues through Gravekeeper's Cloak. It gives him offense, gives him defense. Top lane, 2 melee strength heroes are just going to beat down a tower. It doesn't look like anyone's going to contest it.
Yeah, bot was already taken. At least they should fortify this one. They didn't fortify the tower at bot, but I hope they fortify this one just to waste their time a little bit more.
Nope.
They don't get the last hit.
They don't get the last hit, though.
The hero range creep taking that money for himself.
Now, how are we looking on net worth for UBC? So top 3 are all UBC. Number 4 is Carleton on Meepo.
Big.
But number 4, he's almost 1,000. He is 1,000 behind Lina now on Meepo, who's the 3rd on net worth.
Yeah, and Meepo, a type of hero that really relies on early game momentum to be able to get his thing going, to be able to farm the jungle and to be able to have the space to be able to, farm up a storm like he usually does.
But Meepo does have
over onto Gyrocopter. There's going to Laguna Blade as well to take her down. Big Bun
Lina
now without cooldown is going to get stuck in there, but there is a static storm. But Meepo, pretty tanky, surviving up for now, but is going to get eventually taken down. Crow now getting taken down by but now Anne gets punched up into the air, and you get taken down. And now Boros Strike is going to be able to finish off the Vengeful
Oh,
Spirit
boy.
as well. It's going to be a 3-for-2 exchange there. The fight recap shows that it was indeed actually a 4-for-2. I forgot about the Gyrocopter going at the start. 911 gold for 27 gold.
When Morphling waveformed in, he also got the last hits on the Visage Familiars. So he's very happy about that. And now there's going to take mid tower. That's a very valuable tower. The jungle has been opened up. UBC will have no problem contesting the jungle, especially the left 3 camps now. And that's where what Meepo needs in order to catch up. You see Meepo's now forced to go to the bottom jungle, the off jungle, and deal with that. It's very obvious to see where he is. You can place 1 ward, can catch Meepo farming all 3 camps there. So Meepo's already top lane, Visage, or not Visage, Vengeful.
Yep, Vengeful gets caught yet again. 1-8-1 right now. Jellybean Bob obviously got the early Blink Dagger, which means any supports that he can see will be taken down at ease.
And Code just spamming Lina. Probably took his last hit or his ward. What's Lina's going for? Is that Bloodstone? I never build that item, so I never know how to build it.
There is going to be a glimpse onto Velthorn yet again. Laguna Blade also committed, and that is going to be the 7th death of his game.
Now, Meepo wants to support kill. I don't know if this is the play.
Yes.
Oh no! Well, they have
going to be coming in. There's a double stun right now from the LSA Big Gun Theory on point with these stuns. Now in the top lane, there is going to be a Warless Punch coming on to Anne, but Up is now going to save himself for a little bit in the snowball. The Shin Baba does try to come in, trying to help out, but doesn't miss that. The Boros Strike. Jellybean Bob now going in onto DS Bro, who is going to get taken down by the great Soul Assumption. Now stuns coming in from the Visage Birds, and then followed up by the Magic Missile from Vengeful Spirit. Shin Baba morphing in and trying to steal the move speed away from him, and that's going to be successful. He's going to be able to morph out and then get out, no problem.
Clever guy. I love Morphling. Morphling has to be the most entertaining hero to watch. That was slick. Yeah,
great use of the Grave Chill to be able to get himself out of there.
Well, and we're going to continue seeing UBC taking over the map.
Well, there's going to be a glimpse in the bot lane. That is going to be the Meepo getting caught, and then there's going to be LSA to keep himself in there. No longer there's the Dragon Slave. They didn't even need to use the Laguna Blade for that one.
Meepo currently has Power Treads, Hatchet, Stout Shield. That's Meepo. That's their kind of win condition.
12 minutes in, yeah. And now they're going to find Underlord as well. Gets caught by the LSA again. Big Pun Theory wasting Laguna Blade and gets rage pinged by his teammates for wasting that. But even then, Shin Baba was able to take the kill. So they're just basically flaming him right now. You waste Laguna Blade and you don't even get the kill.
Visage in a bit of a sticky situation.
Yeah, definitely sticky indeed. He is going to get glimpsed back, which is going to actually make him dodge the LSA, but it's not going to matter. The waveform is there, but Big Pun Theory, this time the one that secures the kill with the Dragon Slave.
Well, there's no problem pressuring this mid tower in the top lane. Jellybean Bob's actually going to rotate and help his team out mid. He has Epicenter, he has Blink Dagger, he's ready to rock and roll. The only ults missing are Morph. Less than 30 seconds on Laguna.
Morph is going to be able to find Zor trying to ward right now. Shin Baba. Zor is trying to juke him through trees. And actually does it for a little bit. But he's going to get caught there by Shin Baba. He's going to get the waveform to finish on DS Bro. Now getting caught in the static field. There's going to be LSA. Snowball in, over onto the birds, and then we'll be able to get this bird as well. You know that's just resummons.
Tier 2 tower hasn't gone down yet, by the way. So over 2 kills a minute for UBC. Not in the game, for UBC.
Just for UBC. And about 1k gold advantage per minute as well. 13k gold advantage right now at 14 minutes. And another Boros Strike over onto Anne. Of course, Visage is a very strong hero, but not tanky enough for this. And Big Pun Theory uses the Laguna Blade again. This time, he is going to get the kill.
Now, I would think it's safe to say this is looking good for UBC.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I think Carleton's got this.
You're loving this as a UBC student, aren't you?
I'm trying not to be biased, man. What are you talking about?
Thur just leaves. He doesn't want to deal. He's died too many times in this lane. He sees another hero, he just gets out.
But now, speaking of how well UBC is doing, is there anything that Carleton can do to come back in this game?
I think Meepo's out. Like, I think Meepo is out of this game. 900 health. He's put all of his net worth into a Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
I don't think he only has 3 total Meepos. I don't think his poof damage does enough damage to kill anyone unless they're at low health. Speaking of low health, Jelly, he's just hanging out.
Oh, there's gonna be a glimpse. No, it's just into the same spot for EB. And gonna check the high ground. It might not be a good idea, but it's okay right now. There is a miss on all the spells right now. Belthorn going over onto Ku right now, but there's a snowball in over onto Anne. The fight's kind of broken up right now. Shin and Baba taking huge amount of damage to Rocket Barrage, but in the backline, Belthorn does go down yet again, and EB now getting caught by the cores.
Oh, the
LSA is going to
Meepo.
barely clip that Meepo, and the right clicks are going onto. Can he poof out? He poofs up, but no, wait, what the hell?
He
Well,
misclicked.
comes back and is going to be resulting in his death. Now Lena trying to run away while Anne also trying to run away himself. Buyback
Bot
committed
back.
on the Meepo. He does TP in. He does trap up Ku. Ku is going to finally go down. 335 gold for that support kill.
Die
Now
back.
epicenter by Jellybean, and oh my god, a huge waveform is going to help him finish that. An ultra kill for
Good
Jellybean
game,
Bomb,
well
and that's
played.
going to commit
Called
the
from-
GG at 16 minutes.
Oh boy. Well, that's it. That's game 1. 36
What
kills
do
for
you think?
UBC. Now, I like what Carleton tried there. Going straight into game 1, they didn't hold anything back. They picked Meepo. They picked the first pick Gyrocopter, which is not uncommon. He's a very highly contested hero. And they put that as a support to try and catch UBC off guard. Now, it didn't work well because the Tusk played insane in the early game. Ice Shards is an amazing spell because every little bottleneck outside of the base, Ice Shards is able to block. And constantly, Tusk was throwing Ice Shard, Ice Shard, Ice Shard, getting block, 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 setting his team up for great kills in the early game when auto attacks are doing a ton of damage, so just getting on top of people is a huge deal. In the bottom lane, Disruptor versus Underlord is actually Disruptor is just so much stronger than you would think against Underlord. He doesn't really have any problem dealing with him. He can just chase him away with the magic damage. He can outrun him, and he can even chase him and glimpse him back into Morphling, who's hitting for tons and tons of damage. Yeah. And then Lena mid, it's kind of just Lena's lane because the Visage has to level up Gravekeeper's Cloak in order to be relevant when Visage has familiars. The levels prior to Visage getting familiars, the Gravekeeper's Cloak isn't too effective, and therefore Lena is the one in control of the lane, and it's kind of Lena's lane to win and Lena's game lane to lose.
Yeah.
I don't know what Carleton does for bans since they did lose all 3 lanes. I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a Morphling ban again and maybe a Tusk ban, but then they're sacrificing other popular heroes. Yeah. Carleton clearly wanted to get momentum for the series with the Meepo pick and with the slick gyro support, but UBC is the one with the momentum right now.
Yeah, we didn't even really see the Meepo do anything that we usually see a Meepo do in game. So that is going to be the end of game 1. We're going to take a small break here, let the players get some water, go on their washroom breaks, and we're going to do the same. So make sure you don't go anywhere. Game 2 is going to be coming up in just a few moments.
See you guys soon.
And I think to myself, What a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.